Interest rates spiked and the following parts of my business absolutely fell apart. Which parts were they and which parts survived? My name is Jamil Damji and we're going to be talking about why wholesale is the recession-proof strategy for cash flow in your real estate business. If you want to learn more about my Bigger Pockets wholesale book, the link is in the description. Let's get to it. Let me take you back in time to when the Fed first started raising interest rates. The real estate market obviously felt some shocks, and the first thing that we felt were our fix and flips were starting to not sell. Most of my fix and flips were sitting on the market for a few months and ended up sitting for 4 to 5 months before we actually made the decision to lower our price below cost on all of those deals so that we could exit out, recoup money, and lick our wounds and decide where we wanted to go from there. So our fix and flip business actually lost nearly $500,000 in that period of time. Thankfully, I'm a real estate investor and I've got some pretty good buffers. And so for me, because we had done pretty well in the months leading up to that point, it wasn't as devastating as it could be for some people. The other side of my business is my Airbnb business. So my short-term and midterm rental business. Now, looking at those bookings, we also saw a dramatic decrease in bookings. In fact, it was down to the tune of 22%. Now, real estate is supposed to cash flow. And if I had rented those properties on long-term leases, I would have done better because I wouldn't have had so many vacancies. Maybe it was just people feeling skittish about the economy. Maybe people were worried that they shouldn't be taking holidays and maybe they should be staying home or closer to home so that they could be economically prepared for any turmoil that was coming around the corner. Maybe people just didn't like my Airbnbs, but I had to look at that and say, well, what were our bookings like prior and before the market had turned and before rates had spiked? We were pretty full. So I scratched that off my list. It had to do with the economy. Now, when my Airbnbs are down upwards of 20% and my fix and flip business was losing almost $500,000, what saved the day when the economy turned? I'll tell you exactly what it was. My wholesale business. My wholesale business was on fire. In March, we made nearly $600,000 in assignment fees. And the following month, we did almost $700,000 in assignment fees. And now we are routinely almost touching $1 million a month in assignment fees, and we have not yet relented. My wholesale business has weathered the storm of economic turmoil. When the Fed raises rates, wholesale persists. When fix and flip is down, wholesale persists. When short-term rentals are flailing, wholesale persists. Why? Why does wholesale continue to persist? Well, the reason is because if you are good at wholesale real estate, then you have your finger on the pulse of where pricing needs to be. Yes, wholesalers, because we are actively trading in contracts, we are literally the market makers for real estate investors. And they look at where we are based on where pricing is going, based on demand, on where they could be buying at right now. So if a wholesaler produces a property and presents it to the marketplace and that price doesn't work, the marketplace will let them know. And how does it do that? The phone doesn't ring, the properties don't sell, and we end up having to either cancel that deal or buy the deal depending on whatever agreement you've made with that seller. But because our finger is on the pulse of where the market is right now, we're able to pivot. And because of that, as a wholesaler, we made the decisions to start offering less. And that's what drove prices down somewhat. Now, when that happens, what ends up happening is real estate investors, because they are in the business of buying and selling, whether it be fix and flip properties or whether it be buy and hold properties or whatever it is that they're doing with their portfolio, they are always going to be actively involved. And so they wait. They wait until the price is exactly where it needs to be in order for them to feel confident in making a move. This is why real estate wholesaling is so powerful, because you are the individual who is assessing where the market is. You are the individual who is being able to determine whether or not there's potential in this deal for forced appreciation or potential in this deal for cash flow. Yes, you, the wholesaler, you are the one who is front line. You are the one who are making those decisions and making those negotiations. So we become a very important part of the ecosystem of the real estate investor world. Now, again, if you are a fix and flipper and you experience a month or a season where you're losing on every one of your flips, how do you make things work? You have to have a great amount of money stored in reserves in order to accommodate a storm like that. Now, thankfully I had, but many real estate investors who are just getting started don't have those types of reserves. For people that are in the buy and hold world, whether you be in long-term rentals or whether you be in short-term rentals or mid-term rentals, if you have a dramatic drop in occupancy, that is going to affect your bottom line. Many people don't have 6 months of vacancy reserves in their accounts when they're getting involved in real estate. And so these slight market fluctuations can mean massive earthquakes in your business. This is why it's important, whether or not you are in fix and flip or in buy and hold, that you understand the fundamentals of wholesale and potentially even have wholesale as an avenue or a vertical in your business to help you generate cash to get you through the hard times. That's exactly what we did. Our wholesale business kept our fix and flip business afloat. Our wholesale business helped our rentals stay afloat. And through that time and after that time, our wholesale business has prevailed. This is the reason why, guys, I believe that wholesale is the best business strategy, especially for recession-proof cash flow, because we make money when the market is going up and we make money when the market is going down. That's the life of a wholesaler, guys. You're always profitable. This is why it's the greatest real estate investing strategy ever invented by me. No, not really by me, but it should have been because I'm the best at it. Guys, if you like this video, make sure you like and subscribe to this channel. And also, don't forget to buy my book. It's going to be available for pre-order right now at biggerpockets.com/wholesale book. You're going to learn the strategies that I teach to be an ethical wholesaler, to do that without spending any money on marketing, and to scale your business so that maybe one day you can be the nation's #1 wholesaler. Until the next time, guys, I'm Jamil Damji, and we'll see you in the next one.